Hey you guys, today I'm going to show you how I got this pink look using the Sweet Pinks palette from Juvia's Place and the liquid prismatic chrome eyeshadow from Profusion. You always want to start with some kind of base or primer on your eyelids. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape and a fluffy brush just to blend that out. You want to make sure you apply enough. I see a lot of people not applying enough and then they wonder why their eyeshadow isn't showing up. You really want a generous amount. I like to have a nice solid base to start with, so I like to use a fluffy brush and blend that up all the way to my eyebrow, and I also blend it onto my lower lash line because you're also putting eyeshadow down there, and then I like to tap it out with my finger after that just to make sure it's nice and smooth for the eyeshadow to be applied. We're going to start with this light pink in the palette on a small fluffy brush, and we're going to apply that into our crease and then blend it up towards our brow as a transition shade. I just like to blend in back and forth motions as well as little circular motions to really make sure that it blends out along the edges. Next, with that same brush, we're going to be taking this pink that's a little bit brighter and we're going to apply that more into our crease and just slightly blend it out into that first pink that we applied. That way that first color really peeks through still along the top edges. Once again, with that same brush, we're going to be taking a darker pink this time and doing the same thing we did with that second color, applying it more into the crease, and then we're also going to be taking it into the inner corner. That way we can blend that into the cut crease as we do that, and then just very lightly go along the edges and blend it upwards just a tiny bit. Really pack it into that outer corner. Now we're going to take the liquid prismatic chrome eyeshadow from Profusion and we're going to just start cutting out our crease with that. You're going to bring it up above your natural crease and just curve it to where when you're looking straight forward you can see that full line. If you can't, then just bring it up a little bit higher. Once you get the shape right, then just take your finger to that outer edge and pat it out. That way it blends a little bit easier. Now just using our finger, we're going to take that bright shimmer shade and apply that to the outer edge of the liquid shadow. Just by tapping, it'll kind of blend as you tap, and you'll want to tap it into that outer corner shade that we applied before. If you need it to blend a little bit better, take that fluffy brush again and just lightly go around the edges. Now using a smaller fluffy brush, we're going to take that second shade that we used and apply that to our lower lash line, almost to the inner corner, but leave a little bit of a gap. With the same brush, we're going to take that darker pink that we used on our outer corner and we're going to apply that to the outer corner of our lower lash line. Once again, with that small fluffy brush, we're going to take that to our inner corner and fill in that little gap that we left on the lower lash line, and then also our very inner corner, we're going to be just kind of patting it into there and then blending it up into the top shadows a little bit. Now using a black eyeliner pencil in our waterline. You can also tightline with this. This is optional, but I like to take a felt tipped eyeliner pen and just make it a really thin line on the top. That way my falsies blend in nicer. Now apply mascara and falsies. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and found it helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys next time.